And I know you'd be like, dang, everything I post, she reposted, but you are so funny to me. So yeah, we're gonna try this thing, y'all. Try and see what happens. I can do it. I can do it. Yes, I can. Oh. Alright, that's one. Let's see what it do. It's good. Zoom in a little bit. It's my first time trying this one. That's too much. Take it out just a little bit. Uh-oh. Come fall again? Maybe. Maybe not. Hope y'all are having an amazing Friday. I'm gonna do this live right quick. Talk about some things. Tonight we're drinking a little sweet red. My daughter picked this wine out for me. I'm normally a dry wine chick, but this is one of her favorites. So drinking sweet red tonight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If y'all have not had the opportunity, please go over to YouTube to Steps to the Beat and like and subscribe. It'll help your girl out. Appreciate it. Just gonna do a little bit of makeup. That's all. Wait for my entourage to get here. Hey, how you doing? All right. So if you have oily skin, okay, you always want to moisturize your skin first of all. So either have some moisturizer with a great SPF count to it. Even though, we're melanated, we still need to have that protection from the elements, the sun specifically. So have a great moisturizer with some SPF in it. If you have oily skin, typically, you want to go in with a nice matte primer. That's going to take care of your shine, all that oil, especially in your T-zone, which is your forehead and your nose, maybe your chin. It takes care of all of that T-zone. Yeah. So get you a nice matte primer. Kind of help with that. All right. If you don't, that's awesome. Just go with whatever you have. All right. So I like to work from the top down. I'm going to do brows, shadow, foundation, contour, highlight, then our lips, and then we're done. So it should take about an hour, hour and a half. Just depends. If the conversation gets good, it's going to be a little longer. Okay. I don't like red wine. I don't like sweet red wine. But I'm going to drink it because I'm grateful. But thank you. I'm going to talk my trash. All right. So when you are doing your brows, a couple of things. You want to get a pencil that's kind of dual purpose. This is the Micro Brow Pencil from NYX, NYX. And this one is great because it has a spoolie attached to it. That's a spoolie on one end. And when you flip it over, it has your pencil on the other. Okay, this is awesome. You can have a dual purpose pencil. If you do not, if you just have like a one-dimensional pencil, which is fine, that just has your drawing in on it, that's fine. You can always get a manual spoolie, okay? So you can't go wrong either way. One that has it built in or one that you can get two pieces separately. You cannot go wrong as long as you got it, okay? All right, so we go in. I think that's pretty good. We go in and we spoolie our brows. The reason that you're doing that is to make sure that you get any stray hairs that you may have. All your stray hairs are kind of going in one direction initially. So it kind of shows you what you're working with. Or both. If you typically don't get your brows waxed or threaded, you may do it yourself. That's fine if you can do it. God bless you. But if not, you want to kind of tame them. You brush them up so you can see what you're working with. Kind of like when you go to the barbershop. You pick your hair out first so your barber can see exactly how long your hair is. So you kind of brush them up. See what kind of shape they got to them. And then you work from there. All right. Got a good definition on it. You're going to take your pencil and you're going to trace it out. When I say trace it out, we're going to outline the bottom and the top, then we're going to fill it in from the middle out, okay? There are a couple different ways to do your brows. I love to take my brows down, meaning I start from here and work up to an arch. Some people like to work straight across. You're not wrong either way. It's personal preference, whatever you want to do, okay? But I'm going to take mine down. And we start with our brows by centering. We take our nostril, okay? Go from the center of your nostril up. That is going to show you where your starting point is for your brow. So, from here up, and again, I want mine down a little bit. That's my starting point. See the little dot? Right there, pow. Okay? Same thing on the other side. Center nostril, take it up. Pow. That's my starting point. If you can see that. Alright, so we have our starting point at the beginning here. Now we're going to go over to our middle. This is where our arch is going to be. And it should be a natural arch, but if not, you create that as well. Arch there. Center of your eye, arch there. And the ending is going to be at the end of your nostril. Oh. You see it right there. And after you do this for a while, you can eyeball it. You'll become so natural at it. But there it is. And there it is. That's kind of like your little template. You got your start, your mid, and your end points. So what you're going to do, you're going to trace out the beginning. So this is my starting point. I start from here. You see the line. Taking it up with that midpoint. And I'm bringing my tail out. See what I did? Okay. From that starting point, the little lines to kind of mirror your hairs. It's always light at the front or the beginning. Draw it out. Show arch, go high. And you bring her down that tail. Just like you're playing connect the dots. Okay? And you're just gonna fill it in. You can see the difference, right? Yeah, you can. Alright. Take spoolie. Spoolie it out because you want it to have that gradient look. You don't want it to look like, okay, I just got a whole bunch of stuff at the beginning of my brows. You want to fade it out. Hey, thank you. You want to fade it out. Okay. That's that one. Same thing, opposite eye. So at your starting point. Draw your line under the bottom. That's going to be your guide. Pick it up. There's your arch. And bring your tail down. Bring your tail down. Brows typically, they don't always match up. And we like to say that they're sisters and not twins because they're not going to look exactly alike. So just kind of work with what you got. Maybe that wasn't going to work. got some pretty teeth. What do I use on my teeth? I use charcoal toothpaste on my teeth. That makes them sparkle. And they sparkle. And I think it's called Hello. I don't know who makes it, but it's like a charcoal activated toothpaste. They really do a great job. You just take your time and trace it out. There's no rush. Take your time. Okay, that's it. Those are your brows. Now, after you have them drawn in, you gotta go back in and you gotta clean them up, okay? And you clean them up by using either highlighter or a foundation, whatever you wanna use, okay? It's just gonna make them look neat, make them look crisp. Gives them some more definition on your face. I like to use any concealer. This is a matte finish. It's by Magic Collections. It's really, really good. You can find a lot of this stuff at any beauty supply store, your local drug stores. It does not have to be really, really high end. I don't wear makeup every day, so when I do, I can just use something that's really quick. This really gets the job done. This or any LA Girl concealer, they are really, really good. So you can't go wrong either way. Okay, we're going to use this concealer and we're going to go under the brow that we just drew on. We're going to go under with the lighter concealer or foundation, and on top we're going to clean it up with the foundation that matches our skin tone. Okay, now this is LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is really, really good. But yeah. So find a shade that matches your skin tone for the top, and then on the bottom get something that's kind of light and bright, because it's kind of dual purpose. It helps to shape up the brow, and it also helps to give some pop to your eyeshadow when you put it on. Okay, so first we're going on with the light. Get that. Get you a really, really good brush set. That is imperative. Get you some really nice brushes, something that holds color very well. Amazon has some great brushes you can choose from. I actually got this pack from them. I forget what link exactly, but I will try to find it and post it later on. But these brushes are amazing. They hold color, they're really good with coverage, and they really help blend you out flawlessly. So I will try to find that and post it up for y'all. But back to the concealer. That we get a really, really good brush that is kind of square tipped, or you can do angle, whatever you want to do. Get you a good square tip brush. Okay, that is going to help you to carve out under that lid that you just drew on. Who is that? Cameron. I like to put my products on my hand. Why? I don't know. It just works best for me like that. All right, you're gonna take your brush. I don't know which one you're gonna use. And also have something wet, either some wet towels, some makeup wipes, or something to help you clean up as you go, because you will need it. I'm gonna wipe away any extra stuff that you may have. You can typically find makeup wipes everywhere. Dollar Tree, any big box store, Target, Walmart, beauty supply store, everywhere. They have you something that you can wipe with. All right, so we're taking our product, putting it on our brush, kind of liberally. Put it on there and get it saturated. See that? coverage. Then we're going to carve out what we did. We're going to go under your brow. Okay, start in the middle. Just tracing it out, kind of clean it up. This is really good, especially if you haven't had like a wax or something and you're kind of in between sessions. This is really good to keep your brows looking crisp. So go in with your concealer, that's known as your highlighter. We're going to start in the middle of that brow, as close to the brow as we can. And you're going to trace it out. And work your way back to the front. Just tracing. That's all you're doing. Put it in, put it down. That's what it should look like. Hey cousin, what's going on? Hey y'all. Okay, you see that? Same thing, opposite eye. Just the bottom with the highlighter. Just the bottom. Start in the middle. The lighting in here is a little challenging. To trace that brow out. That's what you have, okay? Touch it up. And even with the highlighter, it allows you to take your brow up as high as you want it to go. You know, even with the arch that was drawn on, you could take it higher if you wanted to. Or if not, you know, let it stay how it is. Now after your bottom is traced out, you want to take a really, really good fluffy brush and you want to blend that out. You just don't set it up there and forget it. You got to blend it out. And that's really 99.9% of the game when it comes to makeup is blending. So you take your brush, something like this, and you blend it out. You just blend and you pat. Never rub, you pat. Okay? So pat, pat, pat. So far we've used a brow pencil and a spoolie all in one, or you can get them separately. You can even take like an old mascara wand, Clean it really, really, really good, and you can use that as a spoolie. It's the exact same thing, just has mascara on it. But I mean, a spoolie is a spoolie, is a spoolie, as long as you got a brush, okay? We've used that. Eyebrow pencil. We've used highlighter or concealer for this highlighter. Okay, and now we're using a fluffy brush just to blend this product out. Never rub, blend. Typically when I do my makeup, and this is a true story, my makeup lasts, my makeup can last like for 48 hours, okay, after I put it on. How does it last for 48 hours? It just does. So, I could beat you down one day, and you know, if you wash and you know, kind of get around the miles, you gotta touch it up a little bit, but typically 2 days you can get out of it. Alright, see how we did that in comparison to this? See the difference? Yeah. You blend. Same thing. And I know I gotta readjust for Facebook, I gotta readjust the camera, but just give me a second. Blend. And I'm just pushing. I'm pushing the product in. I'm not wiping, I'm pushing with that brush. And I'm covering the lid as well. So I'm pushing it in and kind of bringing it down. So it's all over. Being really careful around the part that was drawn on. Okay. And there we go. But you take your time, it's not a race. I love doing makeup, it calms me down. It's something that you can do. So something that you can do, you don't get paid for it. I love doing makeup. It's fun for me. All right, so now that we've done the bottom, and it's carved out and blended, take that makeup white I was telling y'all about, or your wet towel, clean off your brush. Because you don't want that light going on top, because you're about to go in to dark, right? Yes, LA Girl Pro Conceal, shade that matches your skin tone. We're going in with that. Same thing, putting the product on my hand. That's just how I do it. You ain't got to do it like that. And these come with built-in brushes that you can use as well. I just like using my own brush with that. Either way, you can't go wrong. It's a little brush tip. See that? Look at that. You can use that if you like. I don't like to. I use my own brush. But you can. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Alright. Brush again. Go in. Liberally. Tap, tap, tap. Get a good amount on there. Saturate it. And now we trace it out. Same thing we do on the bottom, doing on the top. Okay? Just take your time. And at this one I start kind of at the beginning. Okay, we just take our time. And what are you doing? You're kind of tracing out the lines that you drew before. That's all you're doing. Okay? So it's real easy. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's all you're doing. Right? Trace it out. Drag it down. Ow. And you cannot be afraid to manipulate your face. If you gotta take that and, you know, stretch it out or whatever you gotta do, manipulate your brushes in different directions, you gotta do that. so you can do what you gotta do. You go in, take your time, draw back out, and the whole point is to make it look nice and clean and crispy. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe, Steps to the Beat, and share, please. This is basic beginner's makeup. For all those that are, pros at it, that's awesome. But you have a lot of people they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, where to start. So I'm for those people, okay? Because it is steps to the beat. It steps to it. And it shouldn't be something that's frustrating because you don't know how to do something or what to get. That's what we're here for. All right, so that's carved out. Looks good, right? Thank you. Same thing, opposite eye. It's gonna shape it up. That's all it's doing, making it look crispy. That's it. Just came to here dance for y'all. That's it. That's it. All right, same thing. How do you choose the color for foundation? Go light or medium? Totally depends on your skin tone. What I like to do when I'm in a store, your hands are normally lighter than every part of your body, okay? So if you can match it up to your hand, 9 times out of 10, that's gonna help you match up your face and your neck. Our face is always darker because it's exposed to all the elements more than anything else, okay? If you can match it up to your hand, then 9 times out of 10, you have a pretty good color to build from. And by the time you put all your products on and blend it out and set it and all that stuff, it'll match perfectly to your skin tone. But auntie, if you need help, go in the store. You can always call me. You can FaceTime me. You can do whatever, WhatsApp me, whatever it is, and we will go, through each section and find a shade that's right for you. Okay? And you know that. Stop playing with me. Yeah, but just call me when you get in the store. I'll help you. It ain't hard. It ain't hard at all. But normally try to go with your hand if you can. Same thing. And I knew I was making progress. You're welcome. Because before when I started first doing videos like years ago, I couldn't talk and do makeup at the same time. But now I can hold whole conversations and do makeup. So I had to concentrate on what I was doing. But yeah, but it's fun. I love it. I love it. Who's in the kitchen? Would you turn that dining room light on, please, ma'am? Need some more light. I can. Uh-huh. Thank y'all. Uh-huh. Everybody doing all right? Yeah. See that?
Everybody's doing wonderfully.
Awesome. Now another thing too, you want to make sure you see how this first lash brow was done, and how it ends, which is perfect. Bam, right there. So now this one here is going a little bit further than that. You see that? We're going to bring her back up. We're going to cut her off a little bit. Okay? Always measure. We're going to cut her off some so they match up as best as they can. Ooh, what you got?
Yes, a Bojango.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bojango. Mr. Bojango's come for your home.
I'm here hanging out with Big Sis, and I swear she spoils me so much, man. She doing, I love her. But I was talking about Arby's, the pecan chicken salad sandwich. If you've never had it, it's kind of reminiscent of Chick-fil-A's chicken salad. I don't know why they got rid of their chicken salad, but anyway, pecan chicken salad sandwich from Arby's is a great equivalent to Chick-fil-A sandwich. So we can kind of build meals. We'll go to Arby's and get the sandwich, go to Chick-fil-A, get the waffle fries and lemonade. But it's really, really good. If you've never tried it, please check it out for yourself. But she went today and she got me my sandwich. I love people that listen to me. You know what I mean? She was like, I got you sandwich. I was like, oh, thank you. Because I've been wanting it forever. For the longest time. Oh, she hooked me up today. Okay. See that? That's where we are with that. I'm still going to cut it down some. Child. There you go. And with these products as well, you can see how just manipulating them a little bit from the initial draw on, is it best to use a primer first? You would use a primer, Carrie, if you have really, really oily skin. If you don't have oily skin, stay away from a primer. A lot of these products are like built-in matte finishes anyway, and that's really all a primer does. It kind of helps match your face, okay? So like this concealer or highlighter, for example, it is a matte finish. It's built in as a matte finish anyway, so it's going to help you kind of smooth everything out so you don't have to. If you have really, really, really oily skin, then yes. If not, nice little moisturizer. Use your products because they're going to smooth you out anyway. Okay. All right. So same thing with our brush. Going in and we're blending. Bring it down the middle.
I know my children last slap out. We don't have no Texas food.
Ooh. Kennedy took it with her. It's in her suitcase.
No Texas food for my chicken.
They didn't put nothing in the bag?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
No.
You want the girls to bring something from the house?
Nah, that's okay. I'm ready this one.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, baby.
Put a little bit of honey.
But we're going to get to a part, Carrie, too, where we do what's called baking, where we kind of set our face with setting powder to help absorb all that extra oil that you may have in your skin, so your makeup looks flawless. Like I said, my makeup can last 48 hours.
There you go.
It does. It lasts 48 hours. After you brush your teeth and all that good stuff, you just need some more lipstick on there. That's it. Make sure no breeze in your eyes. I'm just being real. Keeping it a stack.
You say you get a stack.
Okay. And that's it. Those are your brows.
Oh, Jesus. Thank you, God.
That's it. Brows are done. Brows, I like to work from the top down, like I said, because to me, your brows frame your face. Right? It's kind of set the tone for your makeup. So, and don't be afraid. You got to arch, do some weird stuff with your face sometimes just to make sure everything is how it's supposed to be. Now, say for example, you just wanted to do your brows, put some lip gloss on and walk out the door. Perfectly fine. You would still use your pencils and your spoolies, do whatever you got to do with that. But to shape them up, you would use a concealer that matches your skin tone or some foundation. Okay? Shape them up, clean them up, boom, they're done. Lip gloss on, and that's it. Okay? You ain't got to do all of this. You don't. You can just shape them out, clean them up, and walk out the door. Okay? All right. After I do my brows, I like to go in with a nice setting powder. I love Ruby Kisses HD 24-hour set and forget setting powder. No, thank you, baby girl. Thank you so much. This, I paid $6 for it. Any local beauty supply store, Ruby Kisses is a great brand. It's low end, but it gives amazing coverage. It's reminiscent to me of MAC. If you use MAC products, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's like maybe a step or two below MAC, but the coverage is just as good. So Ruby Kisses HD set and forget. Get that, and we're going to kind of set our lids for shadow. Okay. It comes in a loose powder. Looks like that. Looks like that. We can take our same brush that we used to matte out our highlighter. Product on your brush. Product on your brush. And all we do, we're going to take it from the top down on this lid. Because you see this part right here? You can see where no product is right here, okay, which is fine. But if we put shadow on, it's going to make it shine because it's shiny right now. You see that? All right, so we're going to take our powder and we're just going to press. We're going to press. Because this is going to set the shadow. Again, if you ain't wearing no shadow, don't worry about this step. Don't worry about your business. All the girls say, because that's your business. You're not going to worry about that.
That's your business.
Mm-hmm. That's your business. Okay, but we press her in.
That's your business.
Okay, you want to cover that entire lid with setting powder. Cover your lid with setting powder so your shadow will not crease or look all runny or oily after a couple of hours. Set and forget. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Steps to the Beat. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, I'm trying to have 100 subscribers by tomorrow.
All right.
That's right.
What I'm talking about.
Uh-huh. And you see, we just press it out, we blend it out. Okay? But what about the stuff that fell on your face? Again, we ain't worry about that. Why? Because we got our makeup wipes, right? So I don't have to worry. Yes, we did, Jesus. It's gone. Same thing, opposite eye. Press and forget. Reset and forget. What time are you leaving tomorrow?
It's not that, I don't know what time should get ready.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, ain't much left to do, thank God.
Well, praise God. Y'all was so smart doing that today.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing like a mama, amen?
Nothing like it.
Nothing like it. Say swim Jordan River for these babies.
What?
Please understand.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Take my oil tomorrow.
Check your oil.
I said take my oil tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Bless that place.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what we did.
Thank you, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
So we got rid of all that oily looking that we had before. We just put setting powder on it, blended it out. And then now we can go in with the shadow.
How if you're a sweater like Kate?
Well, you just missed that little PSA. Get you a nice primer. Black Radiance. This is a great primer, True Complexion primer, okay? Or everything found right in your local beauty supply, Walmart, CVS, doesn't matter. Black Radiance Complexion Primer. Or you can go for Wet n Wild with a matte. If you have an oily T-zone, a little bit goes a whole long way. And I'm just going to show y'all what it looks like just since we have multiple people asking. Typically it's white. 2 different brands, so I'm going to show y'all. And they are both white. Okay, it's just primer. That's all it is. You don't need a whole lot. A little dab will do you.
So you put it on before or after your foundation?
You would put it on before. All this stuff goes before. Now you still want to get a good SPF to protect your skin. Even though we are melanated, we still can get sunburn. You still can get effects from the rays, okay? So something with a high SPF in it to moisturize your skin. But you take your primer, see a little dot, and you would do the north, south, east, and west. I say the 4 corners, okay? If you have oily skin, hair, nose. And you would have done all of this before you did your brows. But put it on. And it blends right into your skin. And the T-zone there. That's your forehead. Put it on. That's it. It blends right into your skin. You don't see nothing. It gives you a nice, smooth finish too. Okay.
It helps with the sweat.
Oh yeah, definitely so. But again, like I was telling Carrie, we're going to get to another step where we bake with your setting powder, kind of pull everything together towards the end, and that's really going to help with your sweating as well.
Because I know when I stepped out Tuesday, stepped out the door, went to the car.
Hey, Shelly.
I had my mustache.
Oh God.
You know, I was like,
Yeah.
I said, I just stepped out the house.
Yeah, because it's hot. I mean, we're in 100+ degree weather right now. It's hot. There ain't no denying that. So yeah, and then you may have to take you know, like your little compact or whatever, and touch yourself up throughout the day. There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course.
It's hot right now. Yeah, and I have a nice. I like to have a mix of high end and low end products. Okay, let me say that. But MAC Studio Fix has a great setting powder.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, it's about maybe $28 or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah, it has a great setting powder, and it comes with a built-in sponge. And y'all can see I use mine. So I'm about to do for some more. That's a great setting powder to kind of pull your look together and to touch up throughout the day. And when you do get that sweat mustache, y'all ladies know what we're talking about.
That sweat mustache is pretty.
Right, it is not pretty.
Especially the good looking bit.
It'll ruin the whole picture, ain't that right?
It'll ruin
Because
the
you
whole
got the mustache going on. Same thing if you ain't got your lip wax. Oh man, this picture's bomb, but you can see my mustache. And we're not doing that, Tom Selleck. So, we're moving on. Yeah. So now that you have your brows done, you've already set your lids. Now you're ready for your eyeshadow. If you choose to do eyeshadow, you don't have to. Everything here is optional. Okay? But we're going in with this great eye and cheek combo. It's by Profusion, and it has 18 colors for cheek and eyeshadow makeup. And I love this palette, man. Some soft muted colors, especially for beginners. You gotta start out so bold. So if you're kind of working your way up the color, try like your new colors, your browns and your tans and your soft pinks, your pastels, something like that. Okay? So it's a great starting point for you. All right, so we're gonna go in with this. Typically when you get a eyeshadow set, they'll come either in like sets of 3, for example. So you'll have, just for example, illustration purposes, you'll see like these 3 colors, okay? These 3 colors will typically go together. You start out dark, go to medium, and end up light. Start out dark, go to medium, end up light. So I will show you how to use those 3 colors to kind of transition to build your eyeshadow, okay? That's normally in every palette, unless you get something that's specifically one color. But normally when you get an eyeshadow set, it has 3 different colors in there, just for that gradual gradient effect. Okay? Start dark, medium, light. Dark, medium, light. That's how you go. And that's it. Same thing with the cheek color. All right. So, again, I'm just going to pick... I'm going to do the Cookie Honest in Love just to show y'all the different stages with the color. All right, again, brushes are very important. So we're going in. When it comes to eyeshadow, one thing I would recommend, getting you a brush cleaner, okay? This you can put, I'm just gonna show you off for illustration purposes. See that pink on there, right? All right, you got your pink, you done did one shadow in pink. Okay, that's awesome. Now, I don't wanna use this pink nowhere else, but in one specific area, so now I need to clean this off. Take this little thing, your brush cleaner, get around. And this may have been like $5 on Amazon, but I got this a couple years ago. And you can wash it, let it dry, and reuse it. This cleans color off your brushes. Pink well. Pink well. It cleans your brushes off, okay? So you can transition to the next shade with no problem. So this is, thank you. This is a quick color remover. Now I don't know how to get that off. Okay. Anyway, that's what it does. Okay. How do I get this off, Miss K?
Huh?
How do I get this off? Okay, there we go. That's all it does. Takes your color off your brushes. And when you go on Amazon or whatever, just look for a makeup brush dry clean sponge. That's all it is. Just takes color off your brushes. All right. So we're going to go in first with this fluffy brush. See, nothing is on it. And we're going to take our first color. So I'm going to work with this row right here. I like the colors, okay? First, we're going to start out with the darkest color, which is the cookie. Get the product on my brush. Tap, tap. I'm going to start from the middle. See it? And we're going to work our way out. Circular motions out to the corner. See that? Your brushes really matter when it comes to eyeshadow, because I used to have some brushes, they wouldn't pick up color for nothing. When I say I love these brushes right here, I love these brushes right here. And you're going to do like a windshield wiper. You're just going back and forth. Back and forth. See that? And you're building up your color. And it's so soft. Back and forth. Circular motions. Back and forth. That's how you're doing. Yeah. Back and forth. You can build up your color. You can do like maybe three to 5 times, going back and forth on each lid of one particular color so you can see it. And try to stay in one area. The darker color is like your base, okay? Maybe I should have said that. You see that? It's number 4. Bring the bad girl in there. Last one, number 5. Product on your brush, tap. Pow. That's it. I didn't say that, but okay. Yeah, that's it. Same thing, opposite eye. Product, tap. Start from the middle if you want. When you're taking it high, circle rotation, bring it in. So you start from the middle, take it out to the end of that eye, circle, circle, circle. You bring her in to the corner. See that? Number 2.
Number 2.
Circle, circle, circle. In and out. Number 3.
Number 3.
Got Vanna Black in the background. Got Vanna Black in the house tonight. Circle, circle, circle. Take it out. Number 4. I say number 4.
Number 4.
Good.
Number 4.
See that corner? Bring her out. This is such a pretty color. It's so soft. And the last one, number 5.
Number 5.
Same thing. Circle motions. Bring her into that corner. Circle motions. Rotate her back out. Okay. That's it. Alright. Taking a little brown, make the sponge remover color thing. Chow, chow, chow. Alright, we're done with this brush. Okay? For now. So put her over to the side. So we're going to come back to her. Alright, so that's your first color in this column. That's what we're doing in this column right here. So now we're going to go in with this lighter shade. This lighter shade is going to help us highlight the brow bone. Okay? It's kind of highlighted already from the highlight that we used before. We're just going to go up under here just a little bit. Okay? So we're going to use this color. This is the Honest. I'm using that one. Another different brush. No, I didn't say that right, but I'm going to use a different brush. And this brush is going to be really small. Why? Because we're working in a small area. That's right. So we're taking a smaller brush. Something like this. That's why your brushes are so important. Using a small brush like this. We're going to get our product on there. And it's just going for the brow bone. It's already highlighted, but we want to make it more defined. A little bit of product, it's called Honest. Take it, and you can arch your brows, okay? It's gonna help you get your product on more precise. Arch your brow. Just that brow bone. Y'all see that? That's one. See? And again, take your time. That's two. See it? Three. That's three. And you may not need 4 or 5 with that. That color's pretty pronounced. 4. And 5. Alright. We've done 2 shades, 2 different brushes. Now we're going to go in with that first brush that we've already cleaned, and we're going to blend it out. Gonna blend her out so it don't look so harsh. So you don't see, oh, okay, she did one color here, one color there. We're going to blend it out so it's seamless. If we need a little bit more of the first color, we can do that.
We can do that.
Yeah, we can blend it out.
We can do it.
Okay, see the difference? Yeah. And truth be told, eyes take the longest. Once you're done with them, everything else is easy. Okay? Opposite eye. They get jealous. Just in the brow bone, shade number 1. Arch if you need to. And take your time. Just in that curve. That's all you're doing. Just getting in the curve. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Taking that fluffy brush, where I put her at, blend it out. Going with a little bit more number 1 product, number 1 shade. Come back under. How pretty is that? That's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
That's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Okay. Now you can leave it like that and walk away, but we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do y'all like that tonight. I'm not doing that to y'all. All right, gonna clean our brushes off.
You're doing it.
I'm not doing that tonight. You want all of me? I'm gonna give y'all. Give you everything I got. Now we're going with our last shade, which is the lightest, and it's called Love. So we're going in with the lightest, and that's the one up top. It's called Love. Okay, it's the last one. However, before we do all of that, this is a point of contention for a lot of ladies. So I'm gonna try to make it as simple as I can. We're gonna cut out a crease. Okay. A lot of ladies have are blessed to have hooded lids, meaning you can see that obvious cutout where the lid is. I'm a hooded lid chick. I don't have that luxury. So what that means is I have to create a lid, hence the cut crease, to make it appear as if this little cut right here is bigger. The little cut right there is bigger. That's my lid. If I want it to really be pronounced, if I put shadow on that, nobody would see it. Okay? So I'm gonna go and cut a crease up like these, but take it higher to make it appear as if my eyelid has a bigger crease in it, if that makes sense. Okay? All right, so what we do, we take your concealer. I'm going in with a different shade, just for illustration purposes. This is LA Girl in the color of toffee. I don't know what it is, or beige or something. Anyway, I'm gonna use this part on my hand. And I'm gonna show you two ways because it comes with a built-in brush. Like I said, I'm gonna show you how I do it with the brush. Okay, that's built in versus freehand. Cut creases, really easy. This is out of my lead the other day. You just put on powder and lip gloss, and I don't remember what else you did, but I love it. Okay, it ain't auntie. I promise you it's not. It's just steps. It's steps. But if you feel comfortable with that, then that's perfectly fine. But it's going to be so easy by the time we finish with this little series here. Girl, you'll be better than me. How about that? It's really easy. It's really easy. Just take it step by step. That's all you're doing. All right, so I'm taking a built-in brush, right? And we're going to cut out our crease. If you look at your eyelid, you'll see where there's a natural indentation, like in the corner out. So I'm going to follow that natural indentation from the corner. You can see where it dips right there. We're going to take that dip up. That's going to cut out our lid to make it appear as if we had more lid space than we actually do. Okay, that's your cut crease. All right, and with that cut crease, we're going to add in our last shade of eyeshadow. You ain't got to do it. I'm just taking you all the way through. How to say since we, yeah, we're going to keep going. All right, so start from that tip. See that dip? Okay, see our brush? Just tracing out the dip. That's all we're doing. You see that dip? Take your time. You're tracing out that dip. It's kind of guiding you anyway. Just tracing out that dip. That's all we did. Okay? Fill in.
Tracing out that dip.
You're tracing out that dip, player. Fill in. Now I like to take my cut crease midway because all we're gonna do is build up our first two shadow shades. That's your cut crease. That's it. Simple. Okay? It really is. I promise you it is. I'll take her halfway because I'm going to add more shadow on the bike. On the bike. Right? And that's doing it with the built-in brush. I got a minute and 2 minutes left on Instagram. Anyway, it's all good. So, okay, that's it. With that. Now, if I want to come in and do it with a brush, again, I would use a flat square tip brush. Same thing, product's already on my hand. Saturate that brush. Same effect, starting to dip. You see it? That's the dip. I'm starting there. Take your time. And that dip is guiding you where to go. Pull her down. Midway. And that's it. That's cut crease. And over a little bit more. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. That's it.
Then I'm gonna take a shower.
Okay, sure. I'll be here for a minute.
Take your time.
That is it. Okay. Hope I didn't lose y'all. Same effect. That's all it is. A little bit higher. Just like always. One. It's a little bit different, but that's it. Okay? And what you want to do once you get your cut crease established. Alright? Now you're going to go in with another brush. That's why brushes are so importante.
Yes, they are.
Muy importante. Alright? So now...
Sing it, sister.
Girl, stop. Uh-oh. now we're going to go in and we're going to add that last shadow color. Again, you ain't got to do this much. You can be finished with this and move on to something else. But again, since we're going to go all the way. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
And now we're going to take.
I swear I didn't move.
It was all me. It was all me. We're going to take our last shadow, that little trio that we're using. Okay, last shadow is a light one. But once we take this last shadow, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing. Once we take this last shadow, right? I know y'all have seen the brushes with the little tips like this. You can buy them like in a pack of maybe 50 for like $1. But you want something with a tip like this. Okay? It's going to allow you to put crease colors in smaller sections. And it's not all the way even, but it's all good. Alright, so we're taking this last lightest color, getting it on the brush. I'm going to start. I'm just going to build on the outer corner. Just building. We're following that cut crease. It's already traced out for us, like a template. We're just following that. And we're just packing product in. We're patting, never rub, we pat. Just patting in that clear. Okay? All we're doing initially. Following that trace. You see that? Patting it out. All we're doing. You can tell it's not the highlighter, it's actually shadow. You can tell the difference in the shades. You can look at it and tell. Alright? So we're patting it in, same thing. Opposite eye, just in the cut crease. What time is it, baby?
8:46.
Oh, Pat.
Pat.
How we doing, Pat? I will be offering one-on-one classes for a fee. So if you want something that's one-on-one, we can do it online. Via, any platform, WhatsApp, Skype, FaceTime, however you want to do it. But I am offering one-on-one personalized classes. I can take you as slow or as fast as you want to go. Stop it. Mess around with you. Alright, you see that? Alright. So we got our shadow in there. Now, we're still not done with that. I'm going to go back in with that same little fluffy brush we used from the beginning. We're going to go back to our first color, which was the dark, right? And we're going to bring that in. I'm going to kind of overlap that cut crease shade. See what I'm doing? Overlapping her. Same thing with this one, we're overlapping her. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat. We're overlapping. Ain't that funny?
I'm so serious. You're right.
See? See what we done? Do a little bit of work on there. Just cut on somewhere. Clean that up. There's your cut crease. Now, still not done. Clean it. We're gonna kind of go in and we're gonna blend all that out. We're gonna take all them colors and blend them together so they look soft. Nice gradient effect.
Alright, shower time.
You leaving me sissy.
I tell you I was gonna take a shower.
All right.
I might
sis.
get my second friend.
Yeah, I know you worked hard today. And,
That's what I'm telling you. Shit. But I'm telling you, I know this is off the subject, but that sucker was so clean.
I know it was. She said you could drink out the bowl. I said no, thank you.
Yeah. You could, if it wasn't COVID one so bad, I probably would have told somebody, come up and lick it. It's that clean.
Oh my God, that is funny.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see what we did? That's it. Now you got a lid. You created a lid. That's your cut crease. The secret is just blend. You blend it, you blend, and you blend some more. It's all about blending. That's it. Okay. And that's it. Now, done with that. Put our brush up. Put our shadow away. Now we're moving on to foundation. Okay, one step, I'm gonna back up a little bit. If you have the opportunity, if you like to wear lashes, that's awesome. If you don't, that's awesome. You don't have to. Get you some nice mascara, do your lashes, and you're fine. Okay. If you're like me and you have no lashes to speak of, you might want to, get some enhancements. Y'all know that I love a big lash, but these are gorgeous and flawless magnetic lashes. Again, I got these from Amazon. These things are amazing. They come with a palette of like 5. And what I did, I doubled mine up because I like them, kind of thick and fluffy. But I doubled mine up, come in a pack of 5. They're magnetic, and it comes with this magnetic eyeliner in the pack. Typically go right there. It comes with it, also with a pair of tweezers. But these, if you have struggles with eyelash glue, with putting the lashes on, these are going to be your best friend. So magnetic lashes, you put this little eyeliner on, and it literally draws these lashes to your eyelid. Literally magnetic. So they have built-in magnets on the lashes, and they work perfectly. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your lash liner, okay, and you are going to line the top of your lid, okay. Just when you want to take that, start from the corner, very top. See that? You take your time. You draw on the top of that lid. Alright. And it kind of doubles as eyeliner. Put it from the corner, right? But sometimes when you put those lashes on, the corners tend to lift. So you do it from the corner as well. Let it get a little tacky. Okay, let it dry a little bit. Well, how do I know my left lash from my right lash? When you get your pack, right? Come like this. See if it's facing you. You're gonna flip it over. Whatever's on the left side, that's your left eye. Whatever's on the right side, that's your right eye. But you want the pack facing straight up. Okay? If you're looking at it, then it's the opposite. Your left is on the left side, your right is on the right side. When you hold it straight up, that's how you tell. So we started with our right lash. We're gonna get our tweezers. And again, I double mine up. You see, it's how it's stuck on there because they're magnets. Magnets are built into these. See that? Oop. Yeah, you pick it up just like that. Magnets are in them. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah. But anyway, take our lash tweezers, grab our lash from the center, kind of. And with these lashes, easy method for putting them on. What's a good mascara to use? That's a great question, Cheryl. I don't use mascara. But, Carrie, I'm sorry. I don't use mascara. It depends on how you want your lashes to look. They have like a ton of them these days. You can do something that's for thick lashes. You can do something for wispy lashes. It just depends. You gotta kind of look in the store and see what you like, and what kind of look you're trying to achieve, Carrie, with the mascara. But our glue is kind of tacky now, so we're gonna put these lashes on. Kind of start in the center. You want to look down and look up. I could never do this with a mirror. They stick. Those are already on. Whatever is in this glue, it has built-in magnets. These are the absolute easiest lashes to put on because it's built in. That whatever's in that glue, it literally pulls these lashes to your eyelid. And that's it. You can walk away. It's on there and ain't going nowhere. Okay, really, really easy. So magnetic lashes takes all the work out of messing with some glue and trying to get them centered and getting glue in your eye. Get you some magnetic lashes. And you can reuse them over and over and over and over. Okay. So those are your lashes. All right. Same thing. Opposite eye. Turn the fan off for a minute. Get the glue. Manipulate that lid. Lift her up if you need to. Close as you can. If you have sensitive skin, you might want to get something that's kind of hypoallergenic. If you don't, then you know. The corners where the lashes typically lift from. Another thing with lashes, you want to measure your lashes out to make sure that they cover your lid sufficiently. You don't want to have a lash that's too big. You kind of want to measure. If you need the clip, you can definitely do that. So get a lash that kind of fits, and then if you don't need to clip anything, that's awesome. But if you do, kind of clip from the inner going out. How do you know how to put lashes on? For example, if you look at this lash right here, you'll see the shorter end down here and it gets longer on the end. The shorter side goes more towards the inner eye. So the shorter it is, it goes in, okay? The longer end should be on the end. So the short side should go in towards your eye, the longer should go out, okay? Repeating steps to get this on like we did with the first one. Let the glue dry a little bit, typically 30 seconds is good. Putting this on with the liner, it literally pulls that lash onto your eye. It's not nothing aggressive. I don't want to make it sound scary, but you ain't gonna do no work with this lash. It pulls it on there and keeps it on there. You can peel these on and off how you want to. And they are in place, not going nowhere. And that's it. That is it. But I love a fluffy lash. If you want to start out trying lashes, get you some little 89, 90 cent lashes from the beauty supply store. They ain't got to be nothing high end. Just start out where you are until you feel comfortable doing something more higher end. Especially if you're trying them for the first time or whatever. And again, you just got to practice. You got to practice. That's the only way. Then it comes with this cute little tray. Snap it back in place. Throw it back in the box. Till next time. And that's it. Those are your lashes. Amazon.com is where I got these. But you can probably get them anywhere. magnetic eyelashes and eyeliner kit. All right, so those are on. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is over, believe it or not. Now we go in with our foundation. If you have some slight imperfections, you can use concealer, you can use highlighter. I like to use foundation, especially this is Black Radiance in the shade of Brownie. I got this from Walmart, $4, okay? Normally when I go in there, because this shade is so hard to find, I buy like all they got. So Black Radiance in the shade of Brownie. They have a plethora of shades, $4 at Walmart. You can get them on Amazon as well. This shade is typically sold out. So again, when I find it, I get them. This has like a built-in spatula. It makes it easy to smooth on your face. Pow, pow. North, south, east, and west. That's what I like to do. You can always build on it if you need to. Okay, so you got your foundation. You want to get you a cute little kabuki brush. That's what they're called, because they have a flat tip like that. They're really round with a flat edge. You see that? All right, I take my kabuki brush with some setting spray. This is by NYX as well. Just some good matte finish setting spray. That's why I was talking about the primer before. You really ain't got to worry about it if you don't need to, because your products are going to be matte anyway. So it's going to help to help with oil and to kind of smooth out your finish. But what I do, I take my setting spray, I spray my brush so it's wet. Or if you want to use like a beauty blotter, like a sponge, you can make that wet and blend out your foundation like that. I put it on my kabuki brush and I'll pat. See that? Just pat. And you do not forget your neck. Under that chin. When you're doing your neck, you want to see where your earlobe stops. Kind of go behind. So you ain't got that aggressive, like, okay. She put a mask on her face. Like, no, everything's blended. Okay, we're in the raw. Now up and around the eyes. You're patting. Not rubbing, you're patting. Pat, pat, pat. You are petting. Squeeze our brush together and get down the nose. Okay. That is your foundation. Alright, so now you got it on, you're not done. Now you want to blend it out. Just don't put it on and forget it. You got to blend it. Beauty blotters are essential, okay? Or a nice brush. You can do it with a brush or with a blotter. I like the blotter. But now we're just blotting. You pat. Just to make sure it's even all over. And you see how it's shaped differently? Like it's smaller up here, it goes into like tighter corners, like the corner of your eye. It's rounder here, it kind of rounds out your cheeks. Then it's flat on the bottom. Then you kind of use the bottom to... Hey, Kennedy! Hold on, sorry. All right. Let the babies in. So now, are we good with that? So we got our foundation on. We blended it out some. Hey, Shook. Where you been at? Say something. Hi. I got my babies in here. Y'all can talk to me. Stop shaking my table. You're shaking my set.
That was Dara.
It was you. I watched you do the whole thing. So now, myself, I can tell when I'm dehydrated. When I don't drink a whole lot of water, I need to drink more. I know I do. So when I don't, and I was really good at it one time, but anyway, when I don't, I get these dark circles under my eyes. Okay, kind of deep set. So what we can do to kind of conceal that, kind of like 3 steps to this. Okay. And if I'm losing you, don't feel no type of way. Again, individual classes are available with a price. But I'm going to go in and kind of camouflage this deep set eye. Okay? And I'm going to do that by using 2 different concealers. One light, one dark, and a setting powder. Okay? Just indulge me for a second. I'm going in with the light first. And I can see where they kind of start. A lot of people suffer from these. They call them shiners or raccoon eyes or whatever you want to call it. I call it dehydration because a lot of times I don't have it, but when I need more water, that's where they pop up. So go in with the light shade, okay? Just a little bit. That's where that deep set is. And it's almost like a little dip. You can see it. So you fill in the dip. Okay, you feel that dip in. A little bit of concealer. The light one first. Just a little bit. Not a whole lot. And take your brush. I brought your food with you or no? I didn't bring it. And we're going to pat. Okay? See that? Pat. You look really close, you can still see it. See that dip right there? See it right there? Trying to camouflage that. Easy fix, drink more water. Yeah, for real. But little hack, we're gonna do this highlight and concealer right quick. Right. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe, Steps to the Beat. Like, subscribe, and share. Trying to get to 100 subscribers by tomorrow. We can do it. Amen. Amen. All right. All right, we got that filled in. Now we're going to go in with our setting powder. This is going to be a translucent setting powder. If I'm getting too technical, don't sweat it, okay? Please don't sweat it, because it's all going to come out in the end. Amen. It's just steps. So these 101s is for. This is our Sasha Buttercup setting powder, which I love. We're going to use that to help get rid of the deep set raccoon eyes, shiners, whatever you want to call them. Some on our brush. Tap, tap. Along her hair. Along her hair. We're gonna let that set for a second. Just gonna camouflage them circles. That's all she doing. That's all she doing. We take her little Brush cleaner again. Clean our brush. Now, if you wear makeup every day and you're using your brushes every day, I would suggest cleaning your brushes at least once a week. If you're home on the weekends, you ain't going nowhere, take Saturdays or Sundays to clean your brushes. Okay? And I have an awesome little recipe to clean your brushes with. You can use baby shampoo. You can use anything that's really mild, you know, no harsh, whatever. Ivory soap that comes like in a dispenser or whatever. Just a little drop, maybe a dropper full of hydrogen peroxide. Just kind of switch them around. Don't do that. Go wash that off. And clean your brushes at least once a week. If you don't use makeup that often, then you can probably get away with maybe once a month, something like that. I clean my brushes maybe every 2 weeks, once a month. Not a whole lot, something like that. So once we let that powder set, just a little bit, okay? We're gonna come in, we're gonna dust it off. Okay, we're gonna dust it off. Then all these different brushes, they come in your brush set and they tell you exactly what each one is for. Oh, I'm so honored. I have a celebrity in my watch feed tonight. Hey girl, hey. You watching me? Oh, I'm so honored. Oh yes. Gas me up, bro. Gas me up. All right, so now we put in the thing for the deep set, okay? We don't see it as much, do we? No, we don't. Now, we're going to go in with our darker concealer just to get rid of these shiners. Same thing we did like as before. We're going to fill in that basin, and that's what I'm going to call it, a basin, because you can see that dip. And this is just camouflaging those shiners. That's all it's doing. 3 different products. That's all you use. You're gonna be like, water where? Where she need water at? Same thing with our brush. I'm gonna take it. Shiners where? Where that though? You see anything? Yeah, that's what I thought. You don't see nothing. You see that? You see that? Yeah, that girl knows what she's talking about. We have camouflaged those shiners. See what we did? Yeah. Which one wrapping over there? I'm playing. Yeah. That's it. Hardly even noticeable. Alright. Now we're getting to my favorite part of makeup. And that is the highlight, contour, baking portion of the makeup. A couple of things. We're going to highlight with emphasis on the light. So we're using the lighter shades of our concealer to kind of accentuate our features. Okay, we're going to highlight our cheeks. Okay, we're going to highlight our lips, our chin, that T-zone, and our nose. And then we're going to contour out our cheeks. Okay, and when we contour, it's going to make those cheeks kind of, it's going to suck that face in. Really give you a chiseled look. Okay, so just kind of pay attention to the process. I'm going to use another concealer, which is way darker, maybe a shade or two darker than your original shade, right? This one is, I think, Mahogany by LA Girl. But anyway, we're going in with the Mahogany, and we're going to start from our earlobe. We're going to take her straight down, okay, just a little bit. And this, again, is going to help make that face appear smaller. Going from there to there. See that? Okay. Same thing opposite side. Going from there to there. See that? See that? Alright. Now, you can also take this and kind of go around your hairline. I'm going to go under your chin. And all it's doing is chiseling down that face. Okay? It's our contour. Now with this one, contour again. LA Girl did it wrong. LA Girl. And Mahogany. I think it's like the deepest, darkest shade that they have. I'm gonna get you a chisel brush like this, contour brush. And we're gonna start and we're gonna go down and rotate like in a circle. Okay? We're gonna go down and we're rotating. So down and up. And then we're bringing that down. And that's gonna chisel that face out. So it gives you the illusion that your face is actually smaller than what it is. Okay? Down in circles. Down in circles. See that? Can you see the difference? When you really look. See that? To that. Can you tell the difference? Yeah. Down, circles. 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 Chisel in that face. It brings that face in tight. That's just contour. Leave your face contour. Okay, do the same thing on the bottom. Bring that out. And then body temple, forehead. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Now, I know I done lost some of y'all, it's all good. It's all good. Now we want to go back in and we're going to highlight. And that's going to help make everything look lighter, fresher, brighter, you know, a little bit of depth to the face. So again, you can go in with your highlighting concealer. And the light is brighter, hence the word light. Okay, we got the light. And I'm gonna use this one. I need some more, but I'm gonna take it. We're gonna go under where we contour. So instead of going at the lobe, we're gonna go probably at the lower indentation here, okay? So we're gonna trace out. Very good. Trace out there. See what I did? Another indentation. Trace out there. Gonna do our cupid bow. A little dip. Look under your nose. Gonna do that. Gonna do our chin. Gonna highlight that. Gonna do our forehead. Gonna highlight her. Highlight her out. I'm gonna come down. Between our brows. Probably got like 10 more minutes left with my diary. Come down our brows. Okay. And then we're gonna do our nose. Dot, dot, dot. And then outside here. And up under our eyes again. And you don't have to do all this. No, you do not. Again, I just like to play makeup, so this is fun for me. Okay, so you're doing all that. This is your highlight. You highlight these areas so when you see your face, you look bright, you look awake, you look open. Alright, put those on. And what do we do? You guessed it. We blend it out. We're going to blend it out again. Alright. And you can do this. I'm going to do this with a blotter so y'all can kind of see the difference. When you use a beauty blotter on this, you can get a pack of these, like maybe 3 or 4 in a pack for maybe $1, depending on where you go. Walmart, a couple of dollars. But they're good and you can wash them. They're reusable. You can use them wet or dry. If you use them wet, they're going to expand, probably like twice the size. But get you some different beauty blotters because they really help. We're going to blend. Or you can use a brush, like I said, but you just blend. And you blend till you don't see it no more. How do you know when it's done? You don't see it no more. And we're in the home stretch now. The only thing that's left is set your face, put a little lip on, and get on. That's all you got to do. Until you don't see it. You see how it makes it light, makes your face bright and open up? Oh, you don't. Just blend, 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 blend. And you can also go in with your brush. Nice little fluffy brush. Fluffy, fluffy. All gone. Okay. Now, that's done. Last couple steps. My battery's about to die. You can take your setting powder. And for people that are oily, we're talking about oily skin, you can take your little setting powder. This is your baking process. And what baking is going to do for you, it's going to get rid of all that oil throughout the day, so you ain't got to worry about your makeup going nowhere. But you bake. And you can do this for maybe 5 minutes. Okay, especially in that T-zone. Take care of it. Then you're gonna come back and you're gonna dust that off. Okay? This is your baking process. All you're doing is letting your setting powder kind of sit for a little while, pull everything together for you, and then you're done. Alright, final step. My battery is about to die, so the only reason I'm doing this. You're gonna do a little lip on it. You can do some a lip liner if you like, or not. Just put some gloss on or a lipstick and walk out the door. What I'm gonna do is a quick little liner. My daughter taught me this amazing trick where you can overline your lips and kind of make them pouty, or you know, you can underline them if you don't like them that big. You can kind of make them smaller. But anyway, I'm going to overline. And all that means is you see the little line right there. I'm going to go over that, above and beyond that, with this pencil. I don't know what color it is. Oh, is it like a black? Is it a black? Is it a black? Okay, we ain't doing that. You know what? I am going to do it. I'm going to overline. Trace the top of her lip. And I'm gonna cut it short a little bit. I didn't go all the way out. You see that? I cut it short. I ain't never tried this with black child. I'm gonna over that line. I'm cutting it short. See that? Kind of. Black eye. Kind. And it's just makeup. You don't like it? What you gotta do? Wipe it off. And that's it. Don't walk out the house like that with that lip liner being so aggressive. Stop doing that. What you want to do, you want to draw it on, but you also want to blend it out, okay? Which you absolutely can do. Take another brush, and you're just going to blend it. You're going to blend that lip. That other line lip. Blend it out. So lose y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will post the finished product on the following platforms: the YouTube, the Facebook, and the Instagram. I thank y'all. Any questions, DM me. If you want a one-on-one session, inbox me, and I'll be glad to set something up for you. Tika, you did an awesome job, even though I got lost. All right, cuz we need to do a one-on-one. Yeah, one-on-one sessions are available for a fee. And I promise you, once you get all the steps down, it's so easy. Y'all would be like, what? That's all it was? Yeah, it's how easy. My little lip gloss. I love my lips. I like them shiny. I like them big. Mwah. You see how we did that dip cut in right there? So we made some lips. Alright, gonna cut out with that. So I'm gonna dust off this bake. Got 10 minutes. Got 10 minutes. No problem. Okay. I got 10 minutes. Dust that off. I don't know what that means. Okay. Alright, last thing, take some setting spray. And you want that face wet. It's gonna hold all that together. Let that dry. And you're done. You can go in with, if you want to, with a different eyeliner or something, and some little bit of eyeshadow. But like I said, my battery's about to die. But this is the look. Inbox me any questions that you may have. Thank y'all for watching and everything. Y'all have a great night and an even better weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you. Bye.